A huge moo to the herd, and welcome back to our playthrough of Rise of Industry. Well, where were we last time? Well, we were on the brink, unfortunately. Things were not looking good. Money was flowing out like nobody's business. We failed a contract, which hit us financially not too hard, but in terms of influence, that's pretty bad. We're now minus 21 influence in one of our areas. And Brandy, which was actually our saviour, was taking a long time to produce because we weren't producing enough wine. However, things are starting to look up. So we're still not producing enough wine at the moment. So we do need to increase the amount of wine production we're doing, because we want to ensure that we've got 2 brandy every month. That will give us just under $3 million a month, which will help us significantly with our cash flow. So let's start the game over again. If we look at Chillingham, you'll notice that they're growing, which is great. We've got nothing stored there, but we are producing some brandy here. We're a few days out from that one. We're still short wine there, so we are going to need to drop another brewery and distillery in. Now, if I'm really lucky, this will just fit nicely in there. I couldn't have tried that done that better if I tried. So we'll increase our wine production again. So we're now producing 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 every 50 days. And I need 14 every 30 days. So it's still not enough. So one more for luck. To pop you in here. Again, set you to wine. Oh, our glassworks and smelter. Strike the area, making mining operation difficulty. So I've now got minus 25 production on our glassworks and smelter. If you remember last time, we sold all of our glassworks and smelter facility up here because we needed the cash. However, we did put the bottling plant back in. We do have enough glass to keep going. We've got 48 units of glass. So we're just going to let that tick over and get the bottles down. The bottles, again, are going to be vital to our survival because without the bottles, we can't produce brandy. And without the brandy, we can't sell anything. So hopefully, if I go to there, we're going to have a delivery in the next few days of brandy because... oh yeah, we're still waiting for wine. It's always the wine. Right, grape deliveries are being sent to the last 2 distilleries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've got 18 being produced every 50 days. It's still not enough. Still not enough. Deliver 16 grapes to Colne. Now Colne's just here. Dare I? Dare I risk it? Yes. This one's not miles away like the other one. So, destinations. Choose destination. Farm produce. Grapes. Contracts. Colne. Dispatch. Alright, hopefully that will, again, that'll be a nice injection of cash for us. It will help tick things over. Or get things ticking over. Meanwhile, I'm hoping that I've got... Oh, that was an autosave. Just at the wrong moment. Yes, we do have that, so we're going to make another $1 million. Phew. I was getting a bit concerned. So that again will keep us just above the waterline. I'll close you for the time being. Tax break. Our upkeep is reduced by 25%. So again, that's going to help us. Meanwhile, let's check on our loans. Loans. Right, we've got 12 months remaining on our settlement loan. It's going to be a big lump of cash that we're not paying out. Our starter loan still has 58 months and our bankruptcy loan has 22 months. So all we've got to do is last another year without anything horrific happening and we could start to be in a good position. And I can stop panicking about everything and selling off everything, including the family jewellery, furniture, your granny, any of these things. We'll sell them all. We need the money. Right, so we made 1.6 million that month. Wine is still a massive issue for us, even though we've got an absolute shed load of distilleries producing wine. we're just not getting enough for our brandy production, which is a shame. Meanwhile, hopefully my lorries are delivering to the wholesaler. There they are. Hello, you guys. And if we can win this contract, that again will be something good for us. What does Cone need? They've got a diner, so they're producing... Ooh, we could produce grape juice. It's not a great deal. It's 61,000. And they need 2 every 15 days. We'll think about that one. Ooh, berry pies. That's quite a complex one. We'll have to think about that. That might be an option for us. From food to cars. This will be an interesting industry change. No, I've got plenty of wine there, but not enough wine there. Come on. Deliver it evenly. That's where I find I've got tons sitting in the warehouse. Got plenty of apples. Well, we're still doing that contract. Now, there is something I want to research. As you notice, I've only got 3 destination slots on my warehouse, which is a pain when I'm trying to deliver more stuff. So, I'm going to increase my destinations by clicking on that one and that one. So that's going to cost me 800,000. It's worth it because, you know, I could be selling apples here and just making a few more, bit more money. So once those are done, we need 1 more unit of grapes to be delivered. Hopefully there's a lone truck on his way to Colne to deliver those grapes. What was that? R&D alert. Yay, hard side, destination slots. So if I go into my warehouse now and go to my destination, I've got additional slots. So I don't want to be selling too many apples though. Which was a way you could limit the amount you actually send to these places. You know, say you only want to send like a maximum of 5 or something. Maybe there is. No, I can't think of them. Right, so now if I go to my warehouse, destination slots, there's now 9 of them. So that makes things easier. I'm going to reduce my trucks per day down to 3 again. Again, I'm not sure if this actually does anything, but I don't really want it backing up at the moment. Alright, brandy is being produced very slowly. Hopefully there's some sitting in my liquor store. There is. So again, I'll get another payday. And still not producing enough wine. Yeah. Do I need more wine factories? I think so, unfortunately. Let's just drop a piece of road up this way. And then take it out this way a little bit. Do I want to drop him in right now? It's going to be another 1.2 million. I do have 5.56 million. Alright. I'm going to regret this, I know it. You're in there, not selling hard cider. Wine. And again, wine. Alright. I wonder if we're actually making any headroom in our backlog of grapes. No, we're not. We've just got tons of grapes. Both of my breweries and distilleries are online now. So we might start getting a more consistent flow of cash. And we've completed our contract. Yay! Some good news. We've made 1.98 million. And we've spent a lot more. And check out our loans. Alright, 11 months to go for our settlement loan. And 21 for the bankruptcy loan. So a couple of years and we should be good. So let's speed the game up a bit. See if we can get things ticking over nicely. Yeah, so I made a loss of about 205,000 last month. Which isn't ideal, if I'm honest. But again, I'm feeling positive. We're going to get through this one. And it's all going to be thanks to good, strong brandy. As long as we produce enough wine. Alright, come on, we're almost there. Did we? Yes, we made 2.6 million. So we made 1.6 million. Yay, we're in the black. Well, we're not in the black, we've still got loads of loans. If I was to look at a proper balance sheet, this would be horrendous. Alright, is there a production overview? So, we produced 32 units of water last month. And consumed 26. So we're producing a surplus of water. This is great. Oh, I forgot to introduce the production overview tab. Deliver 17 apples to Byland. Ooh, let me think about the one. Niet. So production overview tab gives me a good idea of what our surpluses things are. So for instance, I produced 32 water. Actually, slow the game down before I run away. Okay. So I produced 32 water last month, but consumed 42. So I've got a deficit of water. So that's something I need to take into account. Farm produce. We produced 4 last month. Now, we're actually producing more, but because we're so backlogged with grapes, that we're not actually producing much more. So we consume 42. But we're producing far more than that. Apples, 12. Consumed 8, so we've surplus there. Sugar, 10. Consumed 4. Far too much in there. Tier 1 goods. Wine. So we produced 21 last month and consumed 14. So we should actually now have a surplus of wine. And yet both of my brandy distilleries aren't working. Hard cider. We produced 4 last month and consumed 4. It's not too bad. I wonder why that's so low. We might want to think about that, because that's made us $335,000. If we go to tier 3, which is our brandy, last month's production was 1, and last month's consumption was 1, and that made us 1.29 million. And we've already made 11.62 million in sales, which is really good. Let's have a look at our factories. Wine 1, 2, or all these ones are 100% efficiency last month. Costing us a fair chunk of cash, but yeah, still working. Farms, our efficiency is way down for the orchards because they're not actually producing anything because we've got such a backlog. Water siphons are doing relatively well, although one of the water siphons isn't actually producing much. Why is that? Have I had a problem, or it's just because it's completely backed up now? We have too much water. Thing is, I don't really want to get rid of it just yet because we'll probably need it when we start putting wheat fields down and the likes. Alright, brewery and distillery. Oh no, we're out of bottles. Are we still producing bottles? Are they being delivered? I don't know why I moved all the way up here when I could have just gone to here. 2 out of 4, so there's more being delivered now. So they'll send them down. Let it rain, it pours. I thought we had enough, but clearly we don't. Now we've got a backlog of wine. Typical. Okay. So we do have some bottles there. We need to get some more bottles. There is a trade route on its way with bottles. It won't be here in time, so we'll probably end up just falling short again. The other thing is we're about to see Chillingham grow. We're on 280,000, so the next marker is 300,000. And the town prosperity is prospering, which means that I think they will grow even faster, which is brilliant for us because it gives us more options to sell stuff. So we do have enough stored for 2 months, so we will make a bit of cash, which is good. Is there any problem with our sugar plantation? We're out of water. How can they be out of water? I actually have a surplus of water. See? Tons of the stuff. I'm confused why you... Oh. So, despite me giving advice to everyone at the start of the game about warehouses and their catchment areas, I didn't check the catchment area for the warehouse. And if you can see, my water siphon is just outside it. How frustrating. Deliver 18 wine to Chillingham. Decline. Let's do some research. If we go to... is it basic distribution? Yes. There is a upgrade that we can use to increase the collection radius of our warehouses. So I'm just going to click on that. In 22 days. That will increase the collection radius for our warehouse. This will then cause this water siphon to start delivering more water. And hopefully things will start to look good again. I'm just waiting now with bated breath for my trucks to come down with the glass bottles. They are these guys here. And they have 4 glass bottles, or 4 units of glass bottles in there. How are we doing all the way over here with our panes of glass or units of glass? We've got 36. We need 3, so we can run another 10. So that's another 20 bottles that will come out of that stock. So we are looking good, though. We're now sitting about 8 million. And considering at one point we were sitting at 60,000, I think we've done pretty well. Things are prospering. But we want to move forward, always moving forward. How are we going to do this? Well, we've got plenty of brandy stored, so that's going to help us immensely. Once this research is finished, our warehouse will be able to pick up that water, which again will help with some of our crops, which are suffering a little at the moment. Now, vodka, that's potatoes. Beer is hops, yeast, and wooden barrels. Now, brandy is our best option. What else can we use apples for? Recipe book. Apples. Alright, so... food, perhaps? Where are we? Factories. Food factory. Yay! Another research done, and hopefully, if I go over here, hey look, our water siphon's now in automatic mode. Here comes the water, guys. Right. Berry pie. I'm guessing that requires berries. Weird that. Chocolate bar, chocolate cake. Waffles. Brewing distillery. We know that for hard cider we need apples. Drinks factory. Apple smoothies. Does anyone want apple smoothies? Well, Chillingham doesn't at the moment because it doesn't have a diner. But Colne has a diner. Do you want apple smoothies? No, you want grape juice. Grape juice, though. 2 every 15 days. What do I need for grape juice? Shall we start investing in another town? Just grapes and water. I still have a huge abundance of grapes. I mean, I think I've even got grapes. No, actually, my grape storage is reducing. Well, in one of them anyway. Yes, I like the idea of this. I have a cunning plan. Grape juice is now finished, so I should have a new factory. And that factory is called the Drinks Factory. It's cheap. Not nasty, just cheap. So we're going to drop you in here. And we'll start producing that. So what do we need? We need 4 grapes. We've got plenty of those. We've got water. great. It takes 35 days and produces 2. So let's see. That's 2. How many do I need in Cone? I need 2 every 15 days. So if I've got 2 drinks factories making grape juice, once they get all the water and everything else they need, we can then take our truck depot and send it to Cone. From there, sell it. That'll increase our influence and give us more options with the game. I like the way this plan is forming. Okay, well, we'll leave this video here for now. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please feel free to give it a like. If you dislike this video, again, feel free to dislike it. If you have any comments at all, please feel free to leave them in the comments section. And if you'd like to see more videos, please feel free to subscribe. It's been my pleasure to do this video for you. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I look forward to welcoming you back again in the future. Thank you very much.